In this video, we'll learn about linear search. Actually, there are two search methods. First one is linear search. Second one is binary search. That I will cover in the next video. So let us understand what is linear search. The foremost thing, searching. Searching is a process of finding the location of an element. So look at here. I have a list of elements. So we know well that list of elements are stored in an array. Yes, they are stored in an array. Array is of size 10 and n is 10 here. And in this, I want to search for an element. So searching element is usually called as a key. We say we are searching for this key, 12. So 12 key, I know what I have to find out. I have to find out where it is. I know 12, I know, but where it is I want to find out. So inside this, where is 12? So 12 is found here. Yes, that's what I want to find out. Index of that element, that is 6. So I want location of that element. That's what searching is. Now first method, that is linear search. What is the search method? How it works? See, suppose you have some books in a shelf in a rack. They are not sorted. You are searching for a book. So you have to look at the books one by one until you find the element, find a book that you are searching for. So same process we will adopt here. That is linear search. 12. So for finding 12, we'll start from here. Checking the element one by one. Is it 12? No. Is it 12? No. Is it 12? No. 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 Yes, it is found. So we stop here. Once we got the element, search is successful and we stop. We got the index 6. This is the search method. So for searching that, I have to compare all the elements one by one until I reach that element. Now I'll take one more key element. Let us see. Suppose I want to search for a key element, that is 35. Let us search for it. 35. No, it's not 35. No. I have reached the end. So I have reached the end means elements are finished and I did not get the element. So search is unsuccessful and I did not find the element. So here search was successful and the index found was 6, and here it is unsuccessful. So search may be successful or unsuccessful search depending on the key that you are searching. It may be found, it may not be found. So it's a simple procedure. So let us write a C++ program for that one. Now here already I have written few things, right? Let us learn about these things, right? I have something new to show you here. See, I have taken an array of size 10 and n is also 10. Here if you want to take a bigger size array, you can take any size, 10, 20, 40, 100, any size you can take. And here I have not initialized an array. So if you in the previous programs, if you see, I was directly storing the elements. I was initializing the array. Here I am not initializing. I am taking all the elements from keyboard as input from the user. So for that, I have given a message, enter numbers. Now using for loop and cin, I am reading all the elements. So we know well that how to scan all the locations of an array. Using for loop, you can scan all the locations. So in the previous examples, we have displayed the array and found the sum of all the elements. But now this time we are reading the elements from the keyboard and array. So suppose these values are coming from the keyboard. So if you run this program, you have to enter the values 6, 11, 25, so on. You have to enter all the values. The next thing, after taking all these elements, here I am taking key also, what you want to search. After giving the elements, then you can give a search key. So key may be present in this one, may not be present in this one. So if it is present, we should get the index. If it is not present, we should get the message that it is not found or it is unsuccessful. So we'll say not found. So whatever the key you like, you can enter it. This will be taken from the keyboard. Now we are ready with the data as well as the key. Now we have to perform linear search. So here I will write on a procedure for linear search. So let us look at what we were doing. We were comparing the element one by one starting from the first element. So it means we are scanning through an array. So how we can scan through an array? Using for loop. Yes, here also I will use for loop. So first of all I will write on the for loop, then I will tell you further. So using for loop we will start. I start from 0, right? So here I also I should declare. Otherwise you can write int I here, int I, right? Every time you can write. It's a good practice in C++. Writing here only int I and int I. Anyway, I have declared it outside. I is less than n, I plus plus. Now each time what I should do, I should check that this key value is equal to A of I. If it is equal, it is found. So I should check if key is equals to, this is equal to comparison, right? A of I. If it is equal, means the key is found. So I should give a message, key is found. So cout, give a message, found, I will just write found, okay? Found at, what is the index? See, if it is found at 6, 6 is the index. So here I should display 6. So that is nothing but I. That is I. So found at index 6 if the key is 12. That's all. Then once you got the key, you should stop the program. So here itself I will write return 0. So you remember we are writing return 0 at the end of the main function, so that will stop the function, right? Anyway it's going to stop. So here if you write a return 0, function or the main function or the program will stop. Next, this is inside if only. Then outside this for loop, if suppose the key is not found, 35 is not there, then this for loop will repeat for n times and this condition is never true. It will come out of this for. Then outside we have to say key is not found. So here no need of checking anything. See, mostly people get confused here. I have to check here. No, don't check anything. And mostly students get confused. Inside if they write found, else not found. So no, not inside for loop. See, after completely checking the whole array, then only you can say it's not found. So you have to come out of the for loop to say not found. So outside the for loop, say not found. That's all. After this return statement and end of main function. So this portion is for linear search. This portion is linear search. So that's all about this one. You have to practice this program, right? And also there is a video that is demo available for this one. I have written the program and executed. So execution I have shown you. You can watch that in the next video. And there is a coding exercise available in this. You have to print a message found or not found. So you have to write down only the for loop part. This array and n, everything will be given. So complete that coding exercise and also write down this complete program by yourself on your machine and practice it. Okay. So you can take the program and do it. That's all in this video.